Today we want to tell you a story. A story of people connecting. A story of dreams coming true. But first, let's meet the cast. This is David, visionary, leader, teacher, and co-founder. Meet Melanique. She prayed and believed God for her own preschool someday. This is Kaiser. For many years he wanted to start his own fitness gym. And Rikus, the seed, or perhaps even the coffee bean, but more on that later. This is a story of hope, a story to inspire you. This is the story of Empower.
Goeiedag, Kunjani Niabonga. Ek is Voorreg Marits en ek in Hemel op Aarde kuier vandag 'n bietjie so by Café Colorosa. En ons gaan kuier saam met een van die eienaars van die nuwensgewende organisasie Empower. Nou ja, die naam en Empower sê dit alles. Maar ons wil presies by David uitvind wat dit is, wat hulle doen vir die mense in en om die omgewing. Hier, op Hemel op Aarde. So David, I've heard a lot about you and Empower and what you guys are doing, but I'm not sure where it all began. Maybe you can just indulge me a bit on that.
Yeah, it would be great. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and pleasure to meet you as well, Phil. And I actually want to start a little bit further back, if I can, and ask you a question.
Yes, please.
As kind of just a platform and a foundation to our conversation today. And that goes around with when you think about your own future.
Yes.
For your family, for your business, for who you are, and for your community. What do you dream of? What kind of a legacy do you see taking place for your own life? And how do you see that mapping out and taking shape for yourself? Do you have any actions? Do you have any plans around that? So we at Empower believe that we want to turn your legacy into action by turning your passion into action today. You know, we think of legacy and we think we'll get to legacy one day, but legacy actually needs to be actioned today. And we want to give practical things around how you can start your legacy today so that when you get to the one day, it's already in place. So we just want to have a couple of things, and our vision as Empower is to overcome generational poverty through community connections. So that's the legacy that we want to leave behind one day. We want to see generations change. So a bit about us, your question, where's Empower? Kind of started the thought during COVID, lockdown, everybody's lying on their beds trying to figure out what to do. And my wife and I, had these conversations. If we could do anything, what would we want to do? And we had a simple vision for us. We love Jesus and we love people. And we didn't know how that was going to pan out. And then through conversations between my wife and I and the co-founder of Empower, Justin Cheeseman, we had more and more conversations until eventually in 2022, we registered as a non-profit company, an NPC. And in April 2022, we went full force into Empower the People, where we focus on a couple of areas. So Empower the Entrepreneur, Empower the Champion, Empower Legacy Fund, and Empower the Seed.
Today we're visiting a couple of companies which you guys have helped to bring them, soos wat die Afrikaners sê, om hulle op die voet te bring. How have you helped those companies and sort of are they all different types of companies?
Like I mentioned, our vision is to overcome generational poverty through community connection. So we want to see generation shifted, not just our generation, but future generations, hence talking into legacy. And poverty is not just a financial aspect, but you could have educational poverty, relational poverty, spiritual poverty, whatever it might be. And we want to look at people in a holistic manner and help them eliminate barriers so that they can continue to move forward on their journey. And Empower is not a miraculous savior to the world's problems, but we really believe that through community and connections, we can find solutions to help empower others. So we do that through 3 simple things in our mission: to connect like this, to empower, which is 2 ways, and then to launch. We want to see you being launched into your purpose and for us to continue to be launched into our purpose, and we can continue to impact our community together. So the people that we've met today and we're connecting with, some have gone through our entrepreneurship course, collab, which we've partnered with an organization called Startup School in Cape Town. We do a theoretical 12-week entrepreneurship journey. And then from there, we offer an in-person platform for meeting local entrepreneurs, hearing about local business people's stories on how they started their business and the tests and the hardships and how they overcame things. And now we're connecting people to community, because it's great to get a certificate on entrepreneurship, but how do you start business? Everything is through people. And we want to connect people together so that they can continue to step out. So that's entrepreneurship. And then we've got the champion. So with Melanique, which is one of our champions, we do 6 champion projects a year.
Lovely.
And she's just a community hero where we want to empower her so that she can continue to have a multiply effect on those around her and empowering her communities.
Melanie, dis nou vir my baie interessant om te sien hierso in die hartjie van Pakkelsdorp, soos wat ek hom ken, sit ons hierso by 'n kleuterskool. En 'n kleuterskool wat gekom het van niks regtig nie en wat ontwikkel het deur middel van Empower. Wat was julle journey waarop jy was?
My journey was ek het soos ek gesê het, ek het begin vanaf niks nie. Ek het 'n droom gehad om 'n kleuterskool te begin en iemand het mos maar vir my gesê ek kan dit nie maak nie. En net eendag toe alles nou so op my pad het ek besluit nee, maar ek kan dit maak. En toe ek begin met 'n kleuterskool, Melos Marshmallows, en ek het David ontmoet van Empower en daarvan af het ek en David dit gevat deur middel van om by Startup School te studeer. En ons het connect met verskillende persone en mense wat my tot dusver gehelp het.
Jy praat van connect, jy het begin en jy het 'n entrepreneurskursus byna gedoen.
Ja.
Wat behels dit? Hoe lank is dit?
Die kursus is 12 weke lank. Dit behels, dit gaan eintlik oor jou eie besigheid. Die eerste activities is SWOT-analise, jou sterkpunte, jou swakpunte, jou opportunities, jou threats. Dit is die een activiteit wat ons gedoen het. Dit het ook my geleer om te pitch. Ons met 16 seconds pitch agter mekaar geslaan by hierdie kursus en dit het my 'n tikkie gevat, maar daarna te sê vir myself, you can do it, so ek dit help jou om te pitch, dit help jou ook om te weet, soos ek nou gesê het, SWOT-analise, sterkpunte, swakpunte van jou eie besigheid. So die kursus is eintlik oor jou eie besigheid, waar is jy goed in, sleg in, en daar's ook vele aktiwiteite in hierdie 12 weke kursus, wat soos ek vir jou sê, alles gaan oor jou eie besigheid.
So ons sit nou op 'n eetbak bietjie van 'n bouperseel en dit wys nie vir ons al klaar. Hierso voor ons is hierso al klaar 'n tweede vertrek wat bykom. Dan is die droom en die vision sal nooit op en is dat jy in 'n dubbelstorie ingaan hierso. En ek dink dit is so nice om te sien dit wat julle regkry, want dis nie asof jy dit vir jouself doen, in die manier wat jy doen, jy sorg ook reg in die gemeenskap. Mense het nou 'n plek, 'n safe haven vir hulle kinders waarheen hulle kan kom. So in essence, that's the big thing that I'm getting out of this is like, as a community, you guys grow. So you just don't leave the hero aside and let him do his own thing. And in that way that the community grows, more people get part of the community and they help the rest. And the community grows and grows and grows.
Yeah.
Eventually we can get biggest dream ever. We can get the whole world to be part of that community where everybody helps one another.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. So that would be it. The area that I live in, I can help there and people know who I am. But I can go to another part of George or another part of the city. People don't know who I am. So rather than me trying to come and reinvent a wheel in that community, rather find community heroes that are already doing incredible things in that community, whether it's a preschool, a foster mom, a gym, whatever it might be, a feeding program. How do we empower them? Because everybody knows them already. There's already trust. There's already relationships. So if we can eliminate their barriers, they've already got the passion, the drive to continue to impact. And then more lives get changed through that.
Numbers jumping straight up out the gym. Numbers jumping straight up out the gym. Highlight, live my life right by the rim. Way we putting on, they should get this all on film. Numbers jumping straight up out the gym.
If we're looking at Empower and what they mean to a company like yourselves and where you are today and how you're still growing, what were those meanings to you?
Definitely, I think Empower to play a big role for me to start this gym with Mivuyo, and it's an honor and a pleasure to know them and be around them. If I can mention maybe, I think 3 things that they helped me to be able to start this business. One is a mindset. Through the course and through meeting every Monday, it gave me the mindset, it shift my perspective. And then the second thing was the courage. Hearing someone's stories and people talking, how they start their business and how do they go forward, how they start the journey, it gave me the courage as well. The courage they have to start, that also gave me the courage. And then the last thing, obviously the vision. And so they helped me to put together the vision of this gym and the vision. We want to inspire people to develop a new culture. So we want people to have a different alternative when they have a bad day or stress. They can just come to the gym, and then after the session, I promise they're gonna feel great. So that's what we want for the people of Timberlake.
And talking about inspiration, and we're not looking at just people coming to you to be inspired and to sort of feel better about themselves. Do you think that kids in the community, when they look at what you've achieved and what you're busy achieving, that makes them feel that there is a positive future?
Yes, obviously that's one of our goals and values as well. As we start this business, we want the young gentlemen, the young ladies to dream, to be able to believe that they can dream again. So we want to influence them, we want to inspire them to believe when they look at us, they can also think that they can do something with their lives. So yeah, me and Mivuyo, we're so excited to start this journey and to continue with it. We want to just influence the younger generation.
Yeah. And it's good that you guys are continuing with it, because they're still busy continuing here at the back, and I think they're waiting for you to say stop, because they might pass out. I say thank you to you, dude, and good luck with everything, and may prosper right over here in Timberlake. Appreciate it so much. You use the word barriers now. There's a couple of barriers, and I think one of the biggest barriers that entrepreneurs have is to get that initial investment to start off a company. They say you need money to make money. Not in all cases, but I think in most cases it is that way. Is there sort of a platform that you guys are aspiring to where you can help people, or how other people get involved to help those newbies into helping them to grow their business?
Yeah. So currently we've got a couple of platforms, if I understand the question correctly, where one, if you are a budding entrepreneur, you can reach out to us and we can get you connected into a collab that we're running. We've got one in town, George Central. We've got one in Tembeletu, where we're partnering with another non-profit, and we've got one in New Dawn Park, which is Puckelsdorp. So we're really trying to impact our whole community, not just one aspect. You might be a champion. If you're a champion, reach out to us as well. Let's see what we can do, because there are different barriers for different people. So one person might need, their preschool's getting too big and they need another classroom. So we see how we can build another classroom. For another person, their barrier might be a new floor, a new roof, or a play area, or a vegetable garden. So we try and meet people where they at, eliminate the barriers from their situation so that they can continue their journey. So we give the general community 5 options in which they could partner with us if they like, wow, this is amazing. We want to empower people, but we don't know how to. One, you might say, I've got some time. A lot of people might have time where they're saying, you know what, we do this Monday to Friday, but on a Saturday, we don't mind coming out and painting, or hammering in some nails, or building something. Great. We want to invite you to come and join us and offer your time. You might say, okay, I don't know that much time, but I've got a skill. So you might be an accountant or a lawyer or an architect, and say, okay, if there's an entrepreneur in that space, I could mentor them once a month or whatever, grab a cup of coffee and help them with their business plan, help them with developing their skills so that they can grow as entrepreneurs. You might say, it's great, time, skill, I don't know if I have that, but I do have money. And we would invite you to join us on a legacy fund. Creating a legacy takes you to plant a seed today. And we say to people, partner with us. You can give more, but we say 12,000 Rand a year. And we won't knock on your door every month saying, hey, I've got another idea.
Yeah.
That's it for the year, because we want to go on a journey with you. And next year we'll knock on the door and say, are you prepared to give another 12,000 or 1,000 Rand a month, whatever it is. We want to go on the journey with people to impact lives and empower others. So you can get involved by empowering through your time, through your skills, through money. You could also give us your email address. We'll send you our monthly newsletter, and you can see the journey that we're going on, and we can build trust through seeing the projects, the initiatives that we're doing. Or 5, we've got Crown Coffee, which is roasted here, Kappa Colorosa.
Yeah.
And you can come in and you can begin to impact your community just by buying a bag of Crown Coffee. Which Crown Coffee, if you look at it, 1, the money stays on African soil. It's an African blend. 2, we're supporting local business within our community, which is Calvin at Cafe Colorosa. 3, the profits come to a non-profit called Empower. 4, it gets reinvested back into our community. And 5, you drink great coffee.
Hi guys, I want to tell you I'm on a journey selling Crown Coffee. It is a specialty coffee that's really, really nice. And it's a cause close to my heart because all the profits are donated to Empower, a local NPO that does a phenomenal cause in the garden route. They would like to empower different individuals in different lifestyles, and their whole mission is to end generational poverty. So by supporting us and buying Crown Coffee at a retail store or in a coffee shop, you'll not just make an impact in the community, but you also make a greater impact in the society.
Now, we've got everybody excited now, right?
Yes.
How do they get a hold of you if they want to participate and become part of the legacy and become part of the story and the history of what we're trying to create here?
Yeah, so you can visit our website, www.empowertp.org. You can follow us on social media, Instagram or Facebook. It's exactly the same, Empower TP. So TP is short for the people. .org_. You can follow us, it would be great. And then you could DM us or you could reach out. My email address is david@empowertp.org. So reach out in one of those platforms. It will be great to meet with you, connect with you, empower each other, and see how we can launch into the purpose that we have for each other.
Ons is geïnspireer en ons is opgewonde om te sien wat David hulle alles bereik met Empower. En van ons kant af van Hemel op Aarde wil ons net vir hom sê alle sterkte en dankie vir dit wat hulle doen vir ons en vir die gemeenskap en dit wat hulle terugploeg. Tot volgende keer. Cheerio.
Thank you, Empower.
Thank you, Empower.
Thank you, Empower.